Welcome to McNeil Tech, the wash experience. My name is Scott Ferry and I work for Budco, a distributor of McNeil wash systems. Today we're going to talk about the inspection points and lubrication points of the RS701 SuperFlex washer. When working on any equipment, understand all the hazards associated with the task. Before starting any work, lock out and tag out the equipment. Take all necessary safety precautions, including personal protective gear, which includes, but is not limited to, safety glasses, gloves, and footwear. The post side of the SuperFlex has several points of inspection and lubrication. Common to all pieces of equipment, we need to inspect for loose hardware, bumper stops, air cylinders, bearings, and electrical conduits. So unique to the SuperFlex is this bolt that holds the air cylinder in place. This has a tendency to get loose, especially when the equipment is new, so this should be checked and tightened as necessary. Our bumper stops are in several locations on the SuperFlex, but they should be inspected first of all to make sure that they're in place, but also if they develop cracks, they should be replaced. There are the main arm bearings on the SuperFlex that should be visually inspected. And also, we have the rod end bearing right here on the air cylinder. With the air cylinder itself, we should be listening for air leaks. So the nose seal on this air cylinder may have an air leak that you should be able to hear. And if it does develop an air leak, it does need to be replaced. For lubrication points, we have the bearings, which should be relubricated monthly. The rod end bearing on the cylinder, which should receive a monthly lubrication. And then the shaft on the air cylinder. This should be lubricated at least weekly. And then there's the rod end bearing that is also on the back end of the cylinder that requires a monthly lubrication. On the brush end of the SuperFlex, we have several inspection points and several lubrication points. So with the inspection, we always want to check for loose hardware. This bolt right here holds the air cylinder in place. And again, as with the post side of the SuperFlex, this can come loose, and so it does need to be inspected and tightened. This bumper right here is critically important to inspect. This takes a lot of abuse as the brush unfolds and folds, and it can become loose or can be knocked off. If that happens, then the cylinder becomes the stop rather than the stop itself. And if that happens, then we have the tendency to shear or loosen the hardware that holds the back end of the cylinder in place. So this needs to be inspected regularly. We also have to inspect the oil, the level of the oil in the stabilizer cylinders. This tube right here shows the level of the oil, and it should be at rest up here at the top. There are also the air cylinders that stabilize the brush, which should be inspected. And again, as with the fold cylinder, there is a clevis here that holds this in place, and that hardware can become loose. So it's critically important to inspect it. For lubrication, there's the rod end bearings on all the air cylinders. There's also this bearing that's on the fold. Now this requires more than your usual amount of grease. There's a big chamber in here, so this should be more than 1 or 2 squirts. This may take up to 10 or 12 squirts, but it's important to make sure that this is full of grease, and you would benefit by greasing this more often than monthly, even multiple times a week. Air cylinder, again, always lubricate the shaft of the air cylinder with fluid film on a regular basis. It's also really important to inspect your electrical cables or conduits. In this point of the brush, this electrical conduit or cable will flex, and so over time it will probably wear out. So it's really important to keep tabs on it and inspect and replace it if you start to see cracks developing in the conduit or in the cable. The conduits also have a tendency for this fitting right here to be loosened or to be loose. So make sure that that's nice and tight and inspected on at least a monthly basis. The brush foam also needs to be inspected regularly. If you live in an area that has a high frequency of SUVs or trucks, the trailer hitches will eventually damage the foam in the trailer hitch area. If it becomes damaged to the point that you begin to lose rings of foam, then you'll start to see a gap on the top end of the brush. When it gets to this point, the foam does need to be replaced. And as with all brushes, you need to make sure to inspect for foreign debris in the foam material on a daily basis. Thank you for joining us at McNeil Tech, the Wash Experience.